cut them out, throw them in the bin, get out of here. Like cut. I always say nobody's above blocking. Nobody's above blocking. You mess up, I block you, block everybody.
I saw him first, he's all mine. You can't have him, no. I saw him first. I saw him first, now have several seats.
Hi guys, welcome back to my podcast. It's your host, Angie. I'm back with another episode. This is my third week in a row. I'm proud of myself, guys. Week on week, back to back, giving you guys, I would like to think, fun. Let's say fun-ish episodes. But no, really, I'm so happy. I've been consistent. I really have been trying. The weather did not get me down. Autumn blues did not get me down. I am back here in full flesh. I feel like that's a Nigerian saying. In full flesh. I can't even say the word properly. Anyway, I'm back. And in case you're wondering what's in here, guess. I'll give you a second to guess. No, it's not tea, because why do I have a spoon in it? It's actually Milo. I don't know what you guys call it. I call it Milo, but I've heard one of my friends who is Malaysian call it Milo. And it's this chocolate powder. You're supposed to put water in it and milk and make a hot chocolate. But let me tell you how I eat it. Yum. I just give you guys some ASMR in case you're into that. But anyway, that's how I like my Milo. I don't like it with water. I eat it dry. I eat the hot chocolate dry. The chocolate powder dry, rather. Pardon me while I chew. Anyway, I'm back today with another podcast, and I will be going on Reddit as usual because people have been enjoying my little Reddit dilemmas. So in case you haven't watched my previous episodes, I've been doing Am I the Asshole stories from Reddit, and today I'm going back to Reddit for a few other stories. As usual, I haven't picked my stories because I want the reactions to be original and in real time. I just kind of read the headline, the title, see if it's got a lot of comment in it, which means it's going to be juicy. And then I read it on the episode. So before I get started, please like, please share, please subscribe. You know the deal. You know how it goes. This is episode 56, I think. Get me to 100 subscribers on YouTube, you guys. I'm almost there. Please get me to 100 subscribers or 100,000. I want a plaque. Okay, I'm jumping ahead of myself, way ahead of myself, but why not? Manifest it. Let me be Delulu. Give me 100,000. Give me 100,000, universe. Let me be Delulu. Where's my plaque? YouTube, where is my plaque? If you're not watching on YouTube, what are you doing? But also, you can watch on Spotify now, so it's all right. I'll allow it. If you guys hear any sound in the background, it's my sister coming in and out. She's a noisemaker. I am so tired of this girl. Right, let's get into it. Today I am going to Reddit on Wiki for my first story. So Reddit on Wiki, I give them a shout out in my last podcast. They do a lot of Am I the Asshole stories, and there was a little surprise at the end of last week's episode. If you want to know what the surprise is, go and watch last week's episode. But I got the inspiration from them, and I'm back on their subreddit on Reddit to steal a story or steal a dilemma, rather. So let's get into it. This one is titled, I took my fiancé home to meet my family and left with no fiancé. Okay, I took my fiancé home to meet my family and left with no fiancé. I, 30 female, got engaged in March of this year to E, 31 male, that I've been dating for 3 years. I like that. I like the 3-year mark as an engagement mark. For me, that's a reasonable amount of time, especially when you're in your 30s. Actually, in your 30s, it could be less than that. But I think 3 years is a decent amount of time to start getting engaged. Put a ring on it. It was heavenly bliss until I introduced him to my family. Okay, why is it taking her 3 years? Let me have a sip of water, because you know what's going to happen next. I'm going to be screaming. Why is it taking her 3 years to introduce this man to her family? Because she says here, it was heavenly bliss until I introduced him to my family. We went home to meet my family as it was important to him to get their blessing. I didn't care either way, but I did it to make him happy. Everyone was welcoming of him and seemed genuinely happy for us. Before the trip was over, my eldest brother suggested a sibling/partners camping trip in a cabin up north to bond and get to know my fiancé. I like that. Right, I was reluctant and I typically don't spend this much time back home, but eventually agreed. Oh, I bet she's regretting that now. The trip was going well, so I let my guard down and decided to enjoy being in the mountains with my siblings. However, the day before the trip was over, everything changed. My sister and her husband were on the 17th argument of the day, and it was only 11 a.m. I do not want to be them. Her husband stormed out and she stayed there just crying. I don't do well with other people's emotions, so I suggested a hike to clear everyone's head. My fiancé suggested that us siblings go so that my sister could talk freely if she needed to. I asked if he was sure, and he stated that he would check some emails while we were out. Wait, I don't understand that. Why is your fiancé asking... Wait, what? Your fiancé is asking the siblings to go away and leave the crying one in the cabin with him? I don't understand why. Shouldn't you go with your crying sibling and take her for a walk and clear her head? That is a very confusing sentence. Let's get to the end of it. Early on the hike, my sister said, oh, wait. Okay, wait. Right. Okay. No. I thought something dodgy was gonna happen with the fiancé and her sister, but I read that wrong. So the fiancé said she should take her sister for a hike to clear her head, as opposed to going away with her brother, leaving the sister behind, which is what I misunderstood earlier. Right, so she said, early on the hike, my sister said she wanted to go home. I offered to walk her back, but she said she wanted to clear her mind. We continued our hike and she went back to the cabin. After the hike, my brother and his wife wanted to explore, but I just wanted to shower, so I headed back to the cabin. Why do I feel like something's about to go down in this cabin? Let's take a break for some Milo. I just love it. But yeah, why do I feel like something's about to go down in this cabin? Why is everyone rushing back to the cabin? This cabin is starting to sound sus. Okay, my sister's car was outside, even though it was a couple of hours later in the day. I ignored it and went inside. Oh dear. I heard soft moans coming from upstairs and then a familiar grunt. It's her boyfriend. It's a boyfriend. It's a fiance. It's a fiance. I called it. I didn't want to be right. And I don't like saying men are scum. But how can I be so right? How can I be so right? How is this possible that my first instinct is correct? Why are men like this? Last episode, I really came on to men, but they're making it so easy for me. They're making it so easy for me. If you know me, I'm not a men bashing person, but these men are making it too easy for me. Too easy, because I kind of called it. I knew something dodgy was happening here. I knew that the fiance was a bit The boyfriend, or fiance rather, by the way, is the one who pushed for them to go and visit her family, which is where, I don't know why, but that's where the sauce started coming in. Okay, let's keep reading now. I went upstairs only to see my fiance and my sister together in the worst way. This is a sticky one. She said, something broke inside of me. I took a pic of what I saw, quietly grabbed my things, and left my ring on the counter. I left. I sent a picture to the family group chat and turned off my phone. How is she so calm? This is the level of you lost that I aspire to be. It's your loss, not mine. How is she so calm? And how did she go in so quietly, take the picture, these people didn't notice, and then go out quietly? No one noticed. And then, you know what? The best part was sending it to the group chat. I 100% support that. So she turned her phone, she sent this photo to the group chat and then turned her phone off. I like it. That's a bad bitch move. I like it. The next day, I had 47 missed calls from my family, 75 plus texts from my fiance. What does he have to say for himself? Apparently, her husband got the text and he was returning to the cabin and wasn't so kind to my fiance. Initially, I felt justified in my actions. I hate it, but I did. Girl, I'm right behind you. I feel justified in your actions. I feel justified in your actions. It was very savage. I don't know if I would have the guts to do it. I like that she left quietly and put the ring down because it's over at that point. It's over. That's an unforgivable offense. Not my sister. That's just not unforgivable. But I don't know if I would have the audacity to post it in the group chat. I would just be so scared. Okay, so she said, initially, I felt justified in my actions. I hate it, but I did. However, I now know that even though what they did was terrible, what I did was wrong too. Sending that picture to the family group chat was gross, and the innocent family members didn't deserve to get dragged into it. Drag them all! Drag them all. I don't mind. Like, everyone can understand what just happened. Everyone can understand that she was in the heat of the moment. Everyone can understand that she's not thinking logically in this moment. She's not thinking best course of action. She's not thinking that. She's thinking, you little piece of shit. Why am I laughing at someone else's pain? I don't mean to laugh at their pain. It's just the whole situation that's funny. She took a photo and put it to the group chat. I'm thinking of my own family group chat. I'm like, what? What? No, I wouldn't have the guts to do that. She said, my engagement is over. That's sad. I removed myself from the family group chat and I haven't spoken to anyone about it since. These last few months have just been empty. Oh, I just want to move past this and I don't know how. Wow. Girl, I don't know. I don't even know what to say. Like, oh, honestly, this is like, I can't advise you. Like, what am I supposed to say? Like, what are people saying? Let me see. What are people saying? I really want to get some comments on this. This person said, reading these justless. big English. I don't know what you're saying. Reading these stories always spins my brain, is what I think they're trying to say. In such a way, I hate them. She lost a fiance and a sister at the same time. It's such a deep betrayal. Exactly. I hope her family backs her and doesn't try to force her to reconcile with the sister. I agree. I'm just trying to think about it. Like, I don't know what I would do. My sister and my maid? My sister and my maid? No. That's just like, no. I think I would just lose my shit. I would lose my mind. Like, I don't even want to think about it. Like, I don't even want to think about it. I don't want to think about it because that's just gross, disgusting. I don't think I could forgive. You know how people say, family is blood, family is this, family. No, you don't get to get away with stuff just because you're family. I remember having this conversation with my parents and they weren't really having it. They were not really on my side on this. They were talking about, not to spill too much tea, but they were talking about someone that they know and how he got mistreated when he was younger by the mom, and now he hates his mom, even though they're much older. And my dad said all this time has passed, and he thinks that the son should forgive the mom. And I was like, but has the mom apologized to the son, though? Like, let's not get it twisted. Why should he forgive her just because? Why? Because she's old? Because she's his mom? Why can't she apologize? She's just as human as he is. Like, what makes her, who died and made her queen of anywhere? What makes her the god? What makes her above asking for forgiveness? Like, there's nothing. Just because you're a parent doesn't absolve you of, messing up. Just because you're a parent doesn't mean you know it all, you do everything right. Like, you can still mess up. You can do your best and still fuck it up. You can do your best and still not have done the best for your kids. You know what I mean? So I'm one of those people that I don't think family, I mean, family is great, but I don't think family is everything. I feel like you can pick your own family. Blood is in family is what I'm trying to say. Family is sometimes your friends, the community that you build, that is family. Sometimes the people that you meet, they're there for you more than your family may be there for you sometimes. Because think about it, when you start getting older, you move away from home. Sometimes you're just not as close maybe with your family as you were when you were younger. And if you grew up in such a strict household where you didn't even have a close relationship with your parents to begin with, how will they be your best friends? How are you now trying to reattach the relationship you never had? You know what I mean? So some people are just not close with their family in the first place. And I'm one of those people. I don't have a particular, obviously I love my family, but I don't think I have such a strong attachment to them that if someone did something like this to me, I would find it difficult to cut them off. No, because like I said, blood alone is not family. Blood alone is not family. Blood alone does not make you family. If you're family and you do things that family shouldn't do, if you're family, you act non-familial, you're out. Cut them out. Throw them in the bin. Get out of here. Cut. I always say nobody's above blocking. Nobody's above blocking. You mess up, I block you. Block everybody. That's exactly what you should do to the sister. Block. I don't want to hear it. I do not want to hear it. No one come for me. I don't want to hear it. If anyone thinks the sister doesn't deserve to be blocked, as well as those stupid fiancé, useless, just an abomination, an embarrassment of a man, block all of them. Throw them in the bin. Throw them in the bin. That's my favorite thing to say. Throw him in the bin. Everybody, sister, parents, if they disagree with your decision, throw all of them in the bin. And go build yourself a new family, a better family that care more about you, because your sister definitely doesn't care about you. That's what I have to say about this. Next dilemma. This is from the Am I the Asshole subreddit now. Would I be the asshole for asking my friend to return the expensive wedding gift I gave her after she and her fiancé broke up. So this wasn't intentional. It seems like the theme today is fiancé, engagement, breaking offness. I didn't plan this, you guys. I legit am just looking for the stories that have the most buzz. So let's get into it. About 3 weeks ago, my friend broke up with her fiancé a month before their wedding. Oh, which would have been this weekend. She found him fooling around with another girl and called off the wedding. It's a huge mess, and I feel awful for her. Wait. I know you're thinking what I'm thinking. Is this the same girl? And this is why I love to read stories in real time, you guys, because it's clicking in all our brains at the same damn time. Is a friend the girl who wrote in to the other subreddit saying, my fiance and my sister slept together? That would be mad. This is why I love Reddit. Reddit just is the gift that keeps on giving. Wait, no. She says it's a huge mess and I feel awful for her. It truly is devastating for her, and I've been supportive as possible through it all. She has been one of my closest friends for the past 15-ish years, and she probably is basically a sister to me. I swear to you. Guys, I did not plan this. It's just all falling into place. I said it. I'm like, sometimes family is the friends that you pick, that they're actually the ones you get to choose, the ones that, align with who you are or you want to be, your personality, the ones you actually get to pick. It's not like, oh, you're stuck. I sound like I don't like my family. I do. But I'm just trying to say, friends are the family you get to choose. Let's get over that mentality that family is only blood. Friends can betray you as well. I'm not saying it's a, foolproof relationship and all your friends will be with you forever and ever. R.I.P. Matthew Perry from Friends. Honestly, that hurt me. That broke me, because now they're 5. Used to be 6 and then they were 5. But yeah, so she said she's been one of my closest friends for the past 5-ish years. And she is basically a sister to me. Because of this, when I found out they were engaged at the beginning of the year, I wanted to give her a truly special wedding gift. I wonder what this is. She's always been into interior designing and has wanted an Hermes lounge chair for a long time. I found one for $4,500. Okay, I see why she wants the chair back. If I gave someone a chair for $4,500, any gift whatsoever, for £4,500, and then engagement is broken off, I think I can ask for my chair back. I think I can return the chair and get my money back. And maybe, this is just an opinion, maybe then they can go on a trip together. If this friend is really like a sister to you, perhaps you want to treat her, to a nice holiday where you guys can have fun, get a mind off of the broken engagement. But so far, I think I'm on her side. So far, the purpose of the gift was an engagement. Actually, wait. Let me not be two-faced. If it was a wedding ring, would I give it back? I mean, forget the cheating part. Obviously, I'm not giving that man his ring back. I am selling that shit and getting the money, keeping it, pocketing the money. But say it was an amicable breakup, would I return the ring? Would I return my engagement ring? That could be a topic for another day. We might look into that another day. However, this gift was for the wedding. This is tough. Maybe we should keep reading. Maybe if we get more context, it might become clearer. Okay. So I found one for $4,500, which was a good deal. So I got it for her. I'm fortunate to be able to afford this. Girl, you got money. But it's still quite a lot. She was ugly crying when I told her about it, and she was extremely grateful for it. However, now that the wedding is called off, I'm not sure what to do. I could still use that money if I were to get it back. And she puts ... Okay, there's more. Is it rude to ask for her to return it or at least pay me back for the chair? I don't know. I don't know the answer to this question. I really don't know. Let's keep reading. I feel like I would be an asshole for doing so, but some of my other friends who aren't so close to her said that absolutely I should at least return it so I can get my money back. She's going through a lot right now, so I don't want to press her too much. And honestly, if I never see the money again, that's fine. Oh, she's such a good friend. I think let's just say that first. She's such a good friend. She's like this girl that's like a sister to me. This friend that's like a sister to me. She just got her heart broken. You know, shit went down. I don't want to ask for this chair back. Like, I could use the money if it came in my account, but at the same time, I could do without it. You know, she said, but still, $4,500 is a good amount of change that I would be happy to have if possible. Right, we've got an edit. She says, thanks for all the replies so far. I realized that I left out a very important detail, which is the time frame to return the chair. It's 90 days. So that's why I'm asking this question now. I bought the chair in mid-September, so to return it and get a full refund is coming up in about a month. So the time frame to return it is in about a month. So she has to act quick. To address some of the other comments, you're right about asking about just the money, which is dumb. And I will not do that. The big reason why I even asked the question was due to my conversation with my other friends who said she should return it. Okay, so her friends are saying the fiancé whose engagement got broken off should return the chair on our own accord. So they're saying she shouldn't even think twice about returning this expensive chair that she's always wanted. I don't think I would return it. If I'm being honest, like, my heart is broken. Let me sit in the chair. Like, let this be the thing I get to enjoy. Let me bask in, the $4,500 expensive seat. There used to be a saying when I was younger in Nigeria about how wouldn't you rather cry in a Ferrari than cry on a motorbike or something? Because we have these motorbikes in Nigeria that are for transport, and just like you get in an Uber or a taxi or a bus, people would get on motorbikes as a form of transport. And they say, would you rather cry in a Ferrari, just wiping your beautiful expensive tears in a Ferrari than cry on the motorbike? So I think the answer will be a Ferrari for everybody. I think I would rather cry in my $4,500 chair. I don't know if I would give it back. Maybe that's a selfish answer, but I don't know if I would give it back. I don't know. If I can afford this gift, I think I would let it go, I think I would let it go because I would want my friend to have it. At least it would make her feel better. That's how I would think about it. And I would want my friends to be like, you know what? You can have it. You know what I mean? Because I would want to keep it. Like, my heart just got broken. Allow it. If this is the same girl from the first dilemma, she's lost a sister, she's lost a fiance, she's lost an engagement, let her have the chair. Just let her have it. She said, ultimately, I will not ask her to do anything and she can keep the chair, no problem. If she does get married again, though, maybe I'll just buy her some nice chocolate then. I love this girl. Yeah, not the asshole. Not the asshole. I like that she let her friend keep it. And, I said that earlier. I think I would feel bad for the friend because of what she's going through. And I guess Would the friend be a bad friend for not returning the chair? Do people return their engagement gifts when they break up their engagement? I don't know. I've never been engaged, so I wouldn't be able to answer that question. But if I were in this girl's situation, I would let my friend have the chair. But that's just because of who I am. That's just me. I would be like, you know what? She's going through a lot. You know, she's had a tough year. I'll let her have it. And because it was a gift, I don't feel right taking back a gift that I've given to someone. And given the circumstances, it just feels icky. It's just one of those things that feels icky to do. Very, very icky. You know, rubs you off the wrong way. Like, it's not actually a bad thing. She wouldn't be the asshole if she asked for the chair back, but it would make her feel icky. And I guess that's what she's trying to avoid. I don't know. It depends on the gift, though. Thinking about it, like, would you return a wedding gift? Or would you ask for a wedding gift back if the couple didn't get married? I think... depends on the gift. Because say my parents gave me, no, don't let me use myself as an example, please. Let me not speak bad things into my life. Say Alicia's mom and dad put money together to buy Alicia a house for them to move into when they got married. Will the parent now take the house back, or will they just leave the house with Alicia? And I guess it's different. Again, it's different if it was the fiancé's parents that bought the house. Because let's think about this. So let's say Patricia is getting engaged to Adam. Patricia gets engaged to Adam. Patricia and Adam's engagement doesn't work out. Patricia's heartbroken because Adam cheated on her with her sister. Would it be different if it was Adam's parents that gifted the apartment? So let's flip the case. Let's say it's Adam's family who gifted Adam and Patricia an apartment when they got engaged, saying when you get married, move into the apartment. And then Adam cheats on Patricia. They break up the engagement. Would it be justifiable for Adam's family to ask for the apartment back? Or can they keep it? Well, I would keep it. If I were Patricia, I'd be like, your son broke my heart. I'm keeping the apartment. I'm going to get a lawyer and I'm going to sue his ass for emotional damage. I think you can sue for that now, innit? So, yeah. I don't know. It's a tricky one. But let's not ramble on for too long. Let's move on now to our third story. Okay. Another break for some ASMR and some more Milo. Yummy in my tummy. Am I the asshole for not letting my maid of honor choose her dress? Ooh. This whole podcast has been wedding engagement themed and I'm here for it. Ooh, is that a sign? Maybe someone's getting engaged soon. Maybe someone around me is getting engaged soon. Definitely not me, because I don't even have a man. So it's not me, but maybe it's someone around me. If it happens, I called it. You heard it here first. Let's get into it. I'm 32 female, getting married in August. My best friend, Chrissy, fake name, 30 female, agreed to be my maid of honor and seemed really excited for me. I would hope so. If she's your best friend. I told her I wanted my colors to be dark green and pale pink, and she agreed. It was a pretty color combination. Okay. So when we were dress shopping, she kept picking out green dresses. I told her that I wanted her to wear pink instead. But you said pink and green. Why does it have to be pink? If you want it to be pink, then just say you want it to be pink. Why say pink and green, but then force someone into picking pink? Just say your wedding theme is pink. Or just say the dresses should be pink. I'm confused. Okay, let's keep reading. I told her I wanted her to wear pink instead. She was disappointed and said she doesn't like the pink and would probably not buy a dress from the store we were at if it wasn't in the color she liked because it was expensive. Okay. That's a fair thing to say. If I'm going to buy an expensive dress, it has to be one that I like. It has to be in the color that I like, something I can wear again after your wedding, because it's not like a wedding dress where, I mean, people even repurpose their wedding dresses these days. You know, they can dye the color a different color, like red or something, or get one of those dresses that you can just like cut out and turn it into like a mini dress thing going on. I don't know. So she says, I can understand that. So I just asked that she find an appropriate dress in a specific shade of pink that I like. Since then, she's been sending me links to dresses that are not close to the color at all, and green ones with pink floral. What's wrong with this bridezilla? Like, you want pink and green. She's sending you pink and green, but you're upset. Just tell her it's not green anymore. Green is for the flowers. The dresses should be pink. And I guess if she doesn't want to wear a pink dress, then we have a different issue. But stop saying it's pink and green if you're not going to agree to her wearing a pink or green dress. You know what I mean? So she made a comment about how I was her maid of honor a few years ago. She let me buy the dress I've worn multiple times since. Okay. I said that earlier. I'm like, why not just let her buy a dress that she can actually wear again? Why force her into a color or a dress that she doesn't particularly like? I mean, if she's your best friend, I guess she can allow it. She can just wear it to make you happy. But she was going to spend a lot of money on it. If I'm going to spend a lot of money on my friend's wedding, you know, I'm buying a maid of honor, you know, bridesmaid, bridal train dress, it has to be something I like. It has to be something I will wear again. But I think I would still do it just to make them happy, just because it's a one in a lifetime, hopefully one in a lifetime, you know, experience. I guess if I don't like the shade of pink, I might still buy the dress just to make her happy. But let's keep reading. This pissed me off because her colors were navy and silver. So of course the blue dress she wanted me to buy is more versatile. Navy and silver. I'm trying to think of how that would even look good on anything. Maybe the friend has a bad fashion sense. Maybe what the friend needs is like a fashion, you know, fashion stylist or something. Right, so she says, but it's my turn now, and I think the dress is a standard part of the maid of honor role. Okay, it's making me think she's not going to be a good maid of honor to me. I mentioned this to my sister and she said I was being a bridezilla. She mentioned that Chrissy, the best friend, was a really relaxed bride, and that we obviously have different expectations about wedding roles and need to talk it out. Okay, I know she's probably right, but I'm upset that she thinks I'm being a bridezilla. Chrissy's wedding was a lot different than what I would have picked for myself, and it was really casual and had a cutesy handmade, homemade element. Okay. I see what's going on here. The real issue here, I don't think she's been a bridezilla per se. I think the real issue here is our friend's fashion sense. I think our friend's fashion and sense of style is horrible. I think she's just stylishly saying, my friend cannot dress up. My friend's style is shit. My friend doesn't have a sense of fashion. She wears a completely different, you know, type of outfit to what I wear, and that's fine. But I think it can be a problem if you're trying to plan a wedding where everyone sort of looks a certain way. I think that's going to be a problem. She says, my style is more elegant and classy, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Okay, don't do that now. Okay, this is where she might blow it. She just said earlier that her friend Chrissy's wedding was more casual and cutesy with a lot of homemade elements, trying to say our friend is more, you know, cheap, less sophisticated perhaps, and she's not called her style elegant and classy, which to me is kind of stylishly saying my friend isn't on the same level as me. I don't know, that's what I'm reading this as. She's saying she's more classy and sophisticated and her friend has bad taste in comparison. So she goes on to say, my style is more elegant and classy, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. When I first started talking to Chrissy about my wedding plans, she kept reminding me that it's one day and it's just a party, stuff like that. So you guys are clashing too much. Why is this girl, or how is this girl your best friend? Because let's talk about this. Before I finish reading, let's talk about this. The people that I call my friends, my closest friends, we're similar. We're alike. Our styles may not particularly be the same, but we have the same-ish type of personality, the same-ish type of value. This is not only a clash in fashion sense, this is a clash in values. You want a classy, sophisticated, high-end, luxurious-looking wedding. Whereas your friend is more into the cutesy, artsy, homemade, Etsy kind of wedding where she's like, who cares what it looks like as long as everyone has fun? Who cares if the dress is from ASOS, as long as it looks pretty? I think your friend is that kind of person, the bare minimum, content with very little, is okay with just the little things in life, like they say. Whereas she is more, the bigger the better, bring the Ferrari, driving in a Lamborghini, lights everywhere, massive bouquet of flowers, champagne popping, and there's nothing wrong with that. There is absolutely nothing wrong with that. However, the problem here is she cannot be your maid of honor. Hear me out. I know she's your best friend. I know you were her maid of honor at her wedding, so it might seem unfair for her not to be yours. But if you carry on the way you're carrying on, you're going to regret it. You're going to end up resenting your best friend, and you don't want that. I think your best friend needs to step down as maid of honor, be part of the bridal train, of course, but you need someone as maid of honor who is more like you. If you want the wedding that you're describing, or I'm describing in my head, is something that you want, I think you need to pick someone who is similar to you in taste, in style, in mentality, in values. Like, how about a sister? Like, let's get into it. How about our sister? Perhaps our sister is more similar to her, except that a sister is calling out a bridezilla and saying she should let Chrissy wear what she wants to wear. So perhaps a sister is like Chrissy, who is into the little things in life as well. But this is going to be a very, very tricky one. I mean, I'm thinking of my own friends. One of my friends that I'm particularly thinking of right now, she, just like me, likes the little bougie things in life. She likes the nice classy things in life. She likes to have a nice glass of wine by a nice bar, with nice live music. And I know we would have the same idea when it comes to what we want in a wedding, because we have the same, this is a once in a lifetime, hopefully once in a lifetime experience. I want it to be amazing. I want it to be like the best day ever, as opposed to what Chrissy's mentality is like, where she's like, it's only one day, you have the rest of your life to look forward to. Why stress about this one day? Because you could argue the other way too. It's just one day. Why can't it be perfect for me on my one day? So we can argue both sides. Let's get to the end of this story. I've dreamt about this day since I was little. I feel like Chrissy doesn't understand how important it is to me that my day is picture perfect, because she admitted that getting married wasn't ever important to her. My fiancé says he understands why I'm upset. My sister says I suck. Oh, been your sister. And Chrissy hasn't texted me since I shot down the last few dresses she sent me. So, am I the asshole? Oh, okay, let's read the two edits she's got here before I conclude. I want to make it clear that Chrissy is my best friend. We've known each other for almost 10 years. I'm not kicking her out of the role or asking her to step down. We're not fighting about this. She's very supportive about everything else except this one thing. I just want to know if I was being unreasonable asking her to wear what I want. Okay, well, there goes my suggestion. Because I said, your maid of honor might need to step down as maid of honor. No shade, but your opinions are clashing. But she's now saying that's not happening. We're best friends. We've been best friends for 10 years. This is not an argument. I just want an opinion on whether or not I'm the asshole. So edit 2, fine. I would ask if she would like me to help pay for the dress. I still don't think I'm the asshole. So Reddit deemed her asshole. And I want to know why, because I don't particularly, what it is? Maybe because I see her point. Maybe because I'm a similar personality type where I do like the finer things in life. I do want things to be picture perfect. I've not dreamt of my wedding since I was a kid, but I would love the day to be perfect. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with saying that. I am not ashamed to say that. So let's get into the comments now and see why people think she's an asshole. All right, the first one I can see here. You're the asshole. If you want her in a pink dress from a pricey boutique, you pay for it. I don't understand this tradition that a bridal party should pay for their own outfits anyway. Okay, so this person is leaning on the side of the pricey outfit, the pricey dress, and saying if you want her to get a pink dress, then you buy the pink dress, which I second this motion. I think if the friend has already mentioned that she's not spending a ridiculous amount of money on a dress that she wouldn't wear ever again, then a solution would be to pay for the dress. Let's read another comment. Wow, a lot of people are commenting on the cost of the dress and how she's the asshole for wanting a friend to spend or waste money on a dress that she's never going to wear again, or a dress that she hates. So this person says, your wedding colors are dark green and pale pink. Why are you so hell-bent on getting her to wear pink instead of green? Which is what I said. She would obviously be happier with green. Yes, it's your wedding, but your friend's discomfort should matter to you as well. Okay, I agree with the first part of the sentence, not so much the second. I agree that she's themed the wedding as green and pink, giving everyone the choice to wear either green or pink. If she really wanted it to be pink, she should say, I want a pink dress. As opposed to giving them the option to choose and then being upset with their choice. That's such a ridiculous thing to do. However, the part where she's like, a friend will be happier in green, so she should think about the discomfort of a friend. I'm sorry, the friend should want to make the bride happy. The friend of 10 years should want to wear whatever will make the bride happy. Of course, not something ridiculous. Like if he wanted you to show up in rags or, something ridiculous, probably not. But it's a pink dress. It's not the end of the world. Let's not get this twisted. I think people are just mad. I think people are just calling her the asshole because of the reputation that a bridezilla has. Or maybe because she's like, I want my wedding to be more fancy compared to Chris's wedding that's less fancy and more cutesy and homemade this, homemade that. I think people are painting her in the wrong brush, and I do not appreciate that. Because you could argue the same on the other side. Yeah, she should want a friend to be happy with the dress she picks, but a friend should want her to be happy with the dress she wears. It goes both ways. I agree that maybe the friend should pay for the dress. If Chris is like, nah, this is too expensive, I'm not spending money on a dress I don't like, then fine, I'll pay for your dress. You're my maid of honor anyway. You're my best friend of 10 years. I'll pay for your dress. But you're wearing the pink dress because it's not a big deal. Pink dress. What's wrong with a dress being pink? Whatever the excuse, you can wear a pink dress. There's nothing wrong with a pink dress. I think Reddit has been absolutely ridiculous. Like, ooh, why do you want her in pink so bad? It's so stereotypical. It's so this, it's so that. The girl wants a pink dress. She has an aesthetic that she's looking to get. And her aesthetic is not ridiculous. It's not like saying I want all of my bridesmaids to go down to a size 8 before my wedding. Like I've heard before, by the way, on a different subreddit or a different podcast or something. So having an aesthetic that's just materialistic as opposed to immoral is absolutely fine. she's allowed to be a bridezilla for that. She's allowed to be a bridezilla for that. I think she's allowed to have a picture in her head of what she wants the day to look like and try to achieve that, okay? Not the asshole. I rule not the asshole. George Angie says not the asshole. That's my verdict. There's nothing wrong with a pink dress. I think the best friend should be your best friend and wear the pink dress and maybe ask the bride to pay. That's what I would do. If I wanted a dress and the bride's like, no, not that one. Actually, you take this one. I would be like, fine, but I'm not paying for it. You know what I mean? That's a compromise. I don't like the notion that, bridezilla, so, stop telling people what to do. That's the point of being a bride. You're supposed to bask in it. This is like a once in a lifetime experience. That's why there's so much hype around weddings. You're supposed to enjoy this. This is your time to shine. This is your time. You are the woman of the hour. Everyone's here for you. Like, this is your time. When else will she get to be this audacious and annoying and, picky? When else will she get to do all of this? This is her time. Main character energy. She is the main character. Let her be the main character at a wedding. Let her wear the color that she wants. But she can't force the friend to wear it if she's not going to pay for it. That's where I draw the line. So that's it from me today. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, put it on your Instagram stories or your Facebook stories or your Snapchat stories, whatever it is you post on, put it on your stories. Anyway, thank you guys so much for listening, and I'll see you again next week. Bye.